Good morning from Butchart Gardens in Victoria, BC. Hi everyone, my name is Becky. We are traveling to Victoria this week. It is me with my two little girls and my extended family, and today we are checking out Butchart Gardens, so come along with us on this adventure. Actually, just outside of Victoria, British Columbia, Butchart Gardens is one of Canada's most celebrated horticultural landmarks. Spanning over 55 acres of breathtaking floral displays and meticulously landscaped grounds, the gardens attract visitors from around the world who come to experience their seasonal beauty and tranquil charm. So we're just heading down into the sunken garden, which I believe is where gardens were started by the Butchart family. This was a quarry that I think they weren't able to actually mine the limestone out of. One of the Butchart women decided to start planting a garden down there, and it is stunning, and the gardens have just expanded from there. Jenny Butchart was the wife of Robert Butchart, who was a pioneer in the cement industry, and in the 1900s, Jenny envisioned transforming the barren site into a lush garden. She started with the sunken garden and gradually expanded her vision, creating a series of themed gardens inspired by various styles from all around the world. And by the 1920s, the Butcharts had opened their gardens to the public. Over the decades, the site continued to evolve under the care of the Butchart families. Then, in 2004, Butchart Gardens was designated a National Historic Site of Canada, honoring its cultural significance and legacy of horticultural excellence. Today, Butchart Gardens is not just a garden, it is a living work of art, offering visitors a stunning showcase of nature, history, and design. After exploring for over 2 hours, it was getting close to lunchtime, and although there are multiple options on site for food, including the dining room, which is fine dining and where reservations are recommended, there's also Blue Poppy Restaurant, which is more casual, and then there's coffee shop and gelato and ice cream stands throughout the gardens. We actually brought ourselves a picnic lunch, so we just left the main area of the gardens and found a spot where we could eat our lunch before heading back in to see more. Butchart Gardens are open year-round with varying attractions, entertainment, and hours depending on the season. I loved seeing the garden in its peak bloom of summer, but I dream of going back in the spring to see the tulips, cherry blossoms, daffodils, all with moderate crowds. I would also love to go in December as the gardens are taken over with festive lights and decor, including a 12 Days of Christmas light display and a skating rink. Some general tips for visiting are to arrive early or late in the day to avoid crowds. Wear comfortable shoes as there's a lot of walking. Make sure to have your camera or phone as it's very photogenic. Grab a map at the entrance or download it beforehand. Make sure to visit the gift shop. It's one of the best in the area. Don't expect to bring pets. Only service animals are allowed. Plan not to rush. Give yourself 2 to 3 hours minimum. We spent more than 5 hours there in total. And don't miss the viewpoints, especially over the sunken garden. It was our favorite. Another tip would be in regards to accessibility. So I did have my big double stroller in a lot of areas that took up the entire path. So it was kind of awkward for meeting people on such a crowded day. And then in terms of wheelchairs, they do have rentals available. They're just your very basic chair which is fine, but just be aware that there are a lot of hills throughout the garden, and we did have my cousin who did most of the pushing. It was a lot of work for him, and even on some of the downhills, like, we saw some wheelchairs get out of control. So if you are planning on renting a wheelchair, just make sure you have someone that is really able to maneuver it in tricky areas. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope I have shown you a little bit about what the Butchart Gardens has to offer. And if you are planning on visiting, that you have a great day there just like we did. So I will just say thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you again soon.